All right, I'm gonna install this snow plow on this. It's a Bayou 300 Kawasaki. I think it's an 88 or whatnot. So I got this snow plow in, and we're gonna install it on here because this one has the winch on it. And I was looking, they had a bunch of these already on the plow. These little hooks here, U-bolts, and I just couldn't. I tried it. I mounted it. I'm like, man, that's just unsturdy. It's got a bolt back here in the back where it's pivoting on it. So I'm like, okay, that's fine. But securing the top part up here, I'm like, I couldn't do that. You know, it was just too loose or whatnot. So I decided that I went and got a piece of stock bar, and I'm going to actually cut it, and I'm going to weld it here. Therefore, I can put a bolt through there to secure it here. So I'm gonna weld one here on that little broken tab there, and I'm gonna cut a piece and weld it here. See, I had a little U-bolt, and I'll weld a piece there. So therefore, I'm gonna weld it straight up and down. Therefore, the little bolt holes that's pre-drilled here will be able to mount it up there and secure it a little sturdier than that. So I had to blow the dust off my cutoff saw here, which we don't use it too often, but guess what? I got it. So stand by. We'll do a overall finish video, or no, step by step. Stand by. All right, got the first piece cut, and mock it up to see if in fact this is tall enough so it'll fit there. I'm actually going to cover it up, so I'm going to trim the corner a little bit, trim the corner a little bit, maybe grind it down, cut it off, tip off, just so I can get a curve, so I can see about getting it so I can weld around it, get more metal to weld, and go from there. Gonna take it and grind this off, smooth this out, expose the metal, and try to so I can get a good weld. All right, got the piece cut off, got it, get ready to size it. So I got enough to be able to weld all the way around the outside. So I'll be able to weld all around the outside, which honestly a spot weld to do. So I'm going to just duplicate this piece and basically flip it over to fit the other side, and then come back, clean this off, and get ready to weld. All right, got both pieces cut. So we got one for this side, and we got another one, the other one for that side. Good thing about cutting the first one, all I had to do was trace out the other one and cut it out. So close enough. So we're gonna go ahead and expose all the metal here, grind it all the way off here, around there, and then get the welder set up and get it welded. All right, so we got the pieces mocked up. Just hold them on here I'm just using these clamps for display purposes, not to use the weld. So you true welders out there, don't get on me. But we got it all grinded down, paint exposed, and we're gonna set up the welder. We done disconnected the battery already, so we're gonna align this up, adjust it, spot weld it back on there, because it don't need to be too strong. But we're just gonna spot weld it here and there. I'm not the best welder, but it's my machine, and it'll suffice. What I do is gonna suffice and work for me, so it's gonna work just fine. So stand by. Okay, I am done with my horrible welds. I am gonna be the first one to admit I'm horrible. I did a horrible job on this one. I can't make no excuse. I even burned through on this side over there, but it's all good. She's horrible, but she's on there. It'll hold for what I need it for. I just need the back plate. So what I'm gonna do now is mount the plow on there, clamp it down, align it up with the hose, drill through the hose, take it all back down, rattle can it black with that Rust-Oleum to protect the for rust prevention, do my rust prevention, and that's it. Gonna mount it and call it a night. Well, I decided to go ahead and do my rust prevention first and rattle can it that black first. Therefore, I don't have to take it back down. So I figure I'm just drilling a hole in it. It'll be just fine. And besides, it comes off every the plow will come off in the summertime. Well, when the weather break anyway. So There it is with the rattle can black. Even with rattle can black, that weld is just horrible. I am going to be the first to admit it. Not my proudest. Can't make no excuse. It was popping. I don't know if it's because it's low and sucking up dirt. I don't know, but I don't know. All good. I tell you what, that old rattle can makes a big difference on some things. I know I'm not going to be that guy and just go around all the black with the rattle can, but I tell you what, it would make it. It would definitely enhance the age of it for sure. All right, so I got it fitted up here, and as you can see I got plenty of room right there on that one by the weld. Over here, not so much, but it's enough. It'll bite without being on the edge of that side, and truthfully, it can be slid over some too. So, see, there you go. So I can center it a little more, and there you go. So I centered it a little more, and that's it. So I made sure it was centered with so that the winch can come through the hole. And as you can see, it's no telling. Look at all the holes that's been on here. So who knows? It's been fabricated to fit, all sorts. So we're just going to use these holes here on there. But if we want to secure it, you can see we got 2 holes on this side we could use, and we have almost 3 holes on this side. These 2 for sure, but maybe that one down there that we can use as well. So, and then we'll worry about what we're gonna do as far as lifting it up. Whether we put a hook, weld a loop here on this end, put some here maybe, I don't know, or just actually hook it on the front of the plow here and just raise up and down. All righty, get to it. All right, finally done with the install. I had to go a different route. I had to come up with a way to lift the plow up, because the way that it was, you couldn't lift the plow up the way it was. So I went and got a bar. I mean, this is the way it came up to me. So I thought to extend the winch out to be able to lift up, to be able to pull to lift it up, and it works out good. I ended up having I got this off of something I had, a hand winch that I got off a trailer years ago. It was this hand winch there that I cut off and then installed it, and this is how it works. It's got a 1,500 pound winch on it, and this is how it goes. And it lifts pretty high off the ground, which, obviously you don't need it that high. So this is final results, and I did the ugly. I don't usually do this, and I sprayed black all over the place. I sprayed all over the stuff. This is that I call that cover up. It runs good. It's brand new condition, and everybody sprays it all black. And I did it. I'm guilty of it. I did it on this one here. But anyway, I cut that piece off. I ended up welding this rod on there with the pulley on there, and it turned out good. And we got it all installed on I think it's an 88 Bayou 2x4 Kawasaki 300. So this is it. End result. Once again, get to show you how it works. So she's ready for the winter now. I think the only different thing I'm gonna do is tomorrow I'm gonna get a clevis. Instead of having this hook, just in case it, so prevent it from falling off, I get a clevis and put it on there, and therefore I ain't got to worry about it coming off. So let me know what you guys think.